Thank you so much, Auntie Vera, and it's a pleasure to have you start off on this beautiful note with our guests. It's an honor to have you guys join us. Ladies and gentlemen, Auntie Vera is one of the biggest young at heart entrepreneurs in this digital field I have ever met. She's such a learner. She's someone running with this project, and it's a pleasure to have you on this call, Auntie Vera. And thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for joining us tonight. I know I'll see you later on in this, and so stick and stay behind. You haven't heard everything from Auntie Vera yet. There's more coming from this amazing woman and mom. So you're welcome tonight, and it's a pleasure to have you join us on tonight's call. Can you put your name and where you're joining us from in the chat? So we welcome you so beautifully as I prepare to kickstart the first part of this presentation. There's a beauty about this presentation. It gets nicer as the presentation goes on. So I encourage you to stay to the very end because it just gets more interesting and more insightful the more we get into the conversation. Um, so let me start with a story whilst I get my slides ready. And stories are always welcome. Once upon a time, the usual response is time, time. There was a young man who was then in his second year of university. I like the story so much because it just sits right where we are tonight. He was in second year of university, and like many of us, we all have dreams and aspirations before school finishes, you know. And before school finished, in his second year, he had a bright idea to connect the people on his campus. So he started off by inviting them to a few friends to come take a look at the idea he had had at the time. At the time, he invited 9 friends. 7 said they'll show up. In fact, only 5 showed up. So you being here means you are one of the 5. You want to hear what this good news is about. And congratulations for showing up. After he had broken down the game plan, in fact, 3 of them walked out of the room. They told him this is a joke. This cannot happen. There's no way you can do this. But 2 of them stuck with him. They saw the vision. They saw where this could go, and they started a project with him whilst in school. In fact, they didn't even graduate because the project grew so big and so fast. And in no time, they had connected not only the campus, they had connected the entire world. And this is 20 decades down the line, and I believe you are also part of that connection. In fact, this is how the story of Facebook started. When Mark Elliott Zuckerberg had that idea way back in 2014 or 2004, I think 2004, he called his friends, and 2 of them decided to go along with him. Those 2 are multimillionaires with him now, 20 years down the line, just 2 decades down the line. And you and I will agree that Facebook has become something that is connecting more, is doing more than connecting people now. I mean, every single person is on there doing something more impactful than just the connection. And this is just how projects like these start. This is how technological projects start. And you've had the opportunity to sit around the table once again at the beginning of another fantastic idea. So at the end of this, I hope I can help you make that decision, that informed decision that could turn your dreams into reality. So you're welcome. And I'll say take a good seat and listen to every single conversation that happens on this platform. And it's going to blow your mind. First of all, this is the best time. There hasn't been a better time to turn your dreams into reality. Let me just welcome those who've put their names in the chat before I jump into it. Eugene, you're welcome. Sedem, you're welcome. Morgan, I see you. You're welcome. Who else do we have here? Prince Ashon, Esther, Joshua Kote, Joshua Menu. Hey, we have 2 Joshuas. You're blessed. iPhone is another Joshua. Joshua from 3 Joshuas. Jennifer from the US. Elvis Geja, it's good to see you on the call. And Edward from GSFP. You're warmly welcome. Kofi, you're warmly welcome. And if you are here for the first time, perhaps put first time in there along the presentation. I'll give you a special welcome if you're here for the first time. And tell us who invited you to the call. So now more than ever, guys, it's easy. It's become much easier for ordinary people to become multimillionaires. Our time is very easy to become a multimillionaire if you know the strategic partnership to partner. And at the time you should partner that partnership. I think I may have to mute us also. Please, if you are not muted, can you just mute so we would all get a clear feed going forward. So ordinary people are becoming millionaires. People are turning their dreams into reality. I don't know what your dream is, but go dream again. And at the end of this, you see why I said you should go dream again. Because if your dreams don't scare you yet, they're not big enough. Go dream bigger dreams. That dream of living in your own home, building is the way you want to build it, whether it's with a pool or without a pool, whether it is AC in every room, however you want it. Go dream again, because your dreams can come true on this project I'm about to expose to you. Is it traveling the world, seeing the beauty thereof? You've been in Ghana all your life. Now you want to see what is in Bali, what is in, what are the other places? It is possible to live that dream. And isn't the number of children you want to have? Are you just thinking because of the bills, one child? It's possible to have the number of children you want to have now more than ever. And however it is, I mean, age 60 will come for all of us. How are we preparing towards that time? Now, it's not about at what age, it's about at what income level are you retiring? Are you going to retire with enough funds to take care of you beyond the working life? Work has changed in our era. I mean, after 2020 COVID, it became so obvious it's not about going physically 8 to 5. The internet has changed everything about how work goes. And if you have a device and you're not doing any income generation thing on this device, you're already missing out on the new way of doing work. So you're welcome. And you're going to hear me say GotBackup, GotBackup, GotBackup throughout this presentation, because GotBackup is turning 2 dreams into reality. 2 dreams of our times now into reality. One, your digital dreams. The second one, your financial dreams. Digital dreams, I'm going to dig into it so you can see which one I'm talking about. How many of us have more than one of this? Just put the number of devices you have in the chat. I have two iPhones and 1 laptop. I don't know how many you have. You can perhaps put it in the chat, because now everything about our lives is about that. And a lot of things are happening on those platforms. And let me show you something that's a trend that is coming, that is already been in evolution for the past, I don't know, 2-3 years. And it's time for you to take your shot with it. So let's jump into it after this slide. What's GotBackup doing? GotBackup is here to empower everybody, every single person who owns a device, whether you're an individual, whether it is families, whether it's businesses, to turn their dreams into reality. Which dreams are we talking about here? Digital dreams. We all now have some digital assets. Photos, videos, documents. Organizations now cannot do without storing data. Families cannot do without storing photos, videos, memories. Individuals cannot do without storing their personal data, maybe your IDs, your birth certs, your certificates, your documents that are so precious to you, and they are no longer on physical devices. All of these are now on digital devices, and you cannot lose them, because a loss of that could turn everything around. It could define your organization. It could define the opportunity ahead of you. And these are things that we are protecting so preciously. And there's a whole industry going around it. GotBackup is here to leverage that. And I believe all of us here perhaps have just closed from work, and we apply some commitments to our jobs. That same commitment, if you put some into something that you control, which brings something that you control, some income that is not capped to you, you could really turn your dreams into reality. And GotBackup is here to give you the power to be able to do that. How is it doing that? GotBackup is offering 2 unique things. Unique because nobody else is doing this in this industry. A secure cloud space that is at unbeatable prices, and an opportunity to partake in a lucrative strategic partnership program. It's your ultra secure cloud storage service, and I'm going to tell you more about it. Who are they? Who even created GotBackup? GotBackup was created and is fully owned by an organization called Global Virtual Opportunities. Their mission: to make security simple. Global Virtual Opportunities has been in existence since 1997. It's a multi-million-dollar, fully owned internet marketing and software development company. It started its business in 1997 in Gatineau, Quebec, Canada. In those days, they were into building servers, providing online solutions that were solving problems of that time. But then they migrated to Texas, USA, and now sits on a 10,000 square feet fully owned data center. Why did they happen? Because they realized the fiber optics were better at that place. In Texas, that's where the technological giants are. So if you need fiber optics to support the vision of what we're building, then they had to move. What was happening in our time that made them move? Data storage was previously something that companies stored in their, or should I say, the company servers at work. 1997, that was the trend. So everybody had a floppy disks and their own servers at work, and that was what they were providing solutions for. But data storage has evolved so much. Now data storage is now in the clouds. You have transitioned through CDs, through DVDs, through the smallest pen drive I ever saw, which was, I think, a 128 or so, to the biggest 64 or so MB pen drive or gigabyte pen drive. Then the external hard drives also came. We have moved so fast across these over the past 10 years, and now data storage is now in the cloud, because these ones I mentioned so far were not still safe. A virus, a crack, it can even get lost, and you could actually lose your data. So data storage moved into cloud, and GotBackup in Global Virtual Opportunity, in April 2023, birth GotBackup. GotBackup is a cloud storage solution to secure your data assets. So it's fully owned by Global Virtual Opportunities. The organization is already almost 3 decades old. The baby, the newest kid on the block for data storage. GotBackup was birthed just about 2 years ago, and it's changed the terrain and provides something that the competitors are still not able to beat. GotBackup is backed by a solid team of technocrats, people who know what they're doing, people who know about the space, they know about data storage, they know about cloud storage, and it's owned by Mr. Joe Therian, who you can see on the screen. He's the CEO, and his wife, Ms. Evgenia Antonova, and then the chief operations officer, who is Mr. Mike Potvin. We had the privilege of hosting the CEO of this organization in Ghana here last November. It was a massive event. In fact, the capacity of the hall we took, 800 capacity, was full and overflowing. So this project has already taken off as of last year, and you have the best opportunity to hear about it once again. These are not the only people behind it. There's even more technocrats behind it. Last I heard from this organization, we have had people from competitor organizations jump into this because of what is coming and what they are birthing and what new things they are doing that the industry is just amazed with. GotBackup has a physical location. Mostly when we hear things are happening online, we think they are being done in small spaces in somebody's bedroom somewhere. This is the physical location of GotBackup. Perhaps you can take a screenshot of this, look for it on Google Earth, but I'm going to give you the privilege of seeing what happens inside the data center of Global Virtual Opportunities, the organization that birthed GotBackup. So give it 2 minutes. Mostly when we say cloud storage, people think your data is hanging somewhere in the skies. It is a whole physical infrastructure you need to take a look at, and I have the privilege of giving you a tour, just a short tour of what happens in the GotBackup data center. And this was done by the CEO. So give me a few minutes to switch into it, and I'll come back and to continue about what GotBackup offers. Kindly give me a few minutes. Where are we there? Yeah, good. All right, so here we go.
Hey guys, welcome to the corporate office of GotBackup. Now everybody wants to know, are we super secure, and how do we offer such an amazing service at such a low price? So this is in our tech room, and what we're going to do is we're going to take you on a tour of our server room to show you just how secure it is, and we welcome you into the family. So let's go over to the server room. So the first thing I want to explain to you guys is that we're fully PCI compliant. For physical PCI compliance, what does that mean? It means we're allowed to physically store credit cards in our data center because we're uber secure. So we've passed all the tests for that, and we're legally allowed to store credit cards and your storage. So one of the first requirements for PCI compliance is you have to have 2 coded doors before you get into your server room. We also, as a company, like to have fun, so we call it Area 51. So anyway, I'm going to code this door with my back here so you guys can't see what the code is. Come in this way. This is a simple inventory room, guys. We build servers here and so forth. And then our second coded door is over here, okay? And so we have a coded door here as well to get into the server room. So here we are in the server room, guys. This is where all the magic happens. So couple of things people ask. Joel, how secure is my data, and could you ever lose our data? So as an example, let's come here. It's impossible to lose your data, and here's why. If you look at this storage array, and we have hundreds of storage arrays in here, there's 14 hard drives across this storage array. 4 of these hard drives could fail, which statistically never happens, but let's say it did. 4 of these hard drives need to fail before we start to lose some data. But guess what? We're not going to lose any data because this is striped to here. This whole rack of hard drives here is copied here. Just the same here. All these hard drives here are copied here. So there's not a single point of failure relative to your data. There's also no single point of failure in the server room. As an example, there's A power and B power. Every server is plugged into A power. Every server is plugged into B power. Also, relative to cooling of this room, if you come over here, you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 air conditioners in this server room. So the air is never going to be a problem. The other thing as well is we're very, very efficient. If you look up at the ceiling, let's come back over here, you'll see vents up there, and the cold air is strategically placed in front of the servers here, so it sucks in all the cold air, and it goes over into the hot aisle behind this wall here. So very, very efficient server room as well. And finally, if, God forbid, there was ever a fire in this room, we have here what's called a fire suppression system. What this system does, it's just a bunch of electronics behind here, but we can open it up, okay, is if, God forbid, there was a fire, and in 25 years there's never been a fire, but it will snuff out all the oxygen in this room. If there's no oxygen, then the fire goes out, right? So we don't use water to destroy the equipment. So that's the basics of the server room. Super, super secure and super redundant relative to your data. So the other aspect to security is we use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as all the big players, Microsoft. It's patented security. It's military grade, 256-bit encryption security. So your stuff is very secure. So let's come out of the server room for now. And I also want to explain, if, God forbid, a bomb dropped on this building, a hurricane came in, whatever, a flood, which statistically is impossible, but if it did happen, we also back up all of your cloud data to a third-party data center just in case something ever happened to this building. And again, it's never happened, but you just never know, right?
Welcome to the digital age, where data is...
All right, so let me just stop over here. I'll play this for you later on. I've seen some new people on the call. I acknowledge your comments and you're welcome, especially. The one who invited you is happy to have you here. So let's go back to what the conversation has started. So now you've seen the data center of GotBackup, and now you know where it's located and you know what they have. You've seen the security they have. So let's go back to what they are offering. No, not this one. Sorry. Let me share the right one. Right, this one. All right, great. So we're back. Right. So that's the data center. And why are we having this conversation now at all? Why are we talking about cloud storage? Guys, data has become the new oil of our time. Like, we are generating so much data at such high, unprecedented rates, that there is so much demand for its storage. Like, let me just describe what's happening. So every click, everything we do on social media, every interaction, every chat, schooling is happening online, banking is happening online, shopping is happening online. I don't know what is not happening. Everything that we are doing, we are taking photos every day, we are recording videos every day, chat services are happening on phone. Phones are being used to record a whole wedding, a whole funeral, a whole church service. All this is data that we're generating. And you agree with me that our devices are not big enough to store everything that we generate with it. So there's a whole big industry generating around data storage. Stats say we generate approximately 402 million terabytes of data every single day. 402 million terabytes of data is generated every single day in the world. And where is all of that going to be stored? Somewhere on the cloud. And there's a whole new industry going around the digital storage space, because this conversation about AI, this conversation about AI doing everything for us, all of this is happening on the virtual spaces we're talking about. And this is data that is being generated. And there's so much demand for storage of it. Because in the world of data storage, there's just about 18 or so players for all this data that we are generating. GotBackup is the newest kid on that block, and there's so much opportunity in the digital storage space. GotBackup offers one of that opportunity, in fact, the only opportunity in that industry. And I'll tell you more about it. It leverages on two trends, two massive global trends. The first one, there are about 15 billion smartphones in the world. I don't know if you've ever thought about it. Since I started doing this conversation, I realized an average Ghanaian has about two smartphones. I still wonder what the second one is for. There's a primary phone and there's a secondary phone. I have two too. And this 15 billion smartphones start said was about 4 years ago, because last year the start was about 18.2 billion smartphones. The phones are more than the human beings in the world. There are about 8 billion or so human beings in the world now. And we use the phones everywhere. It's not respecter of age or class or race or geographic locations. It's being used in corporate world, it's being used in the village, it's being used in the market, it's being used in the schools, it's being used by children. Every single person is using a device because of what it does for us. And for everything that there's a good market and demand, high demand, like it is for the smartphone, financial success is attached to it. That's why everybody doing something related to the phone is succeeding. And you have a smartphone, you have an opportunity to succeed because you own the device also. How we've become so addicted to our devices, because now I don't know if anybody didn't do this yesterday. I believe the first thing you picked up this morning after your morning prayers, that's if you got to say it, it's your smartphone. Within the first 5 minutes of waking up, that's the first thing you touch. And tonight, like you did yesterday night, that's going to be the last thing you drop before you close your eyes. Because we've become so addicted to our phones. And the stats even blow my mind about this, how we use the phones. Because over 80% of us are using it as an alarm clock. I'm sure many of us would have felt quite uneasy if you got to work today and realized we didn't have our phones with us. We use our phones literally for everything, even in the washroom. Now, people spend much more time over there. And then you agree that the phones are so delicate. That's why the first thing you buy after your new phone is mostly a screen and then a case. You don't want anything to happen to the outside of your phone. So you protect the outside of your phone. What about the inside of your phone? Because it just takes a slip, just a trip, just an accident, and you could lose your data. I think I need to mute everyone. Sorry. It just takes that, and then you could lose your data. As much as you are using the device to create all these beautiful memories, data loss is happening after about the same rate, about that same rate. About 45% of cell phone users have accidentally damaged their phones and lost their data. I believe you may have been there before. It says about 5,700 screens are cracked every hour. So by the end of this, somewhere in the world, someone would have lost has cracked her screen. And I'm sure if you look on your screen right now, you perhaps already have some screen cracks already. Every 43 seconds, someone's phone or laptop is stolen somewhere in the world. We are getting to a place where now people are looking for solutions that no matter what happens to your device, your information, there's precious data on it. Data in terms of photos, videos, documents, music on your phone will be secure. So you can always replace the device, but sometimes, most times, you cannot replace the things on it if you lose the data. So if people are looking for solutions, do solutions already exist? Yes, some do exist, but GotBackup beats them all. GotBackup is the reason why millions of people are switching from the traditional cloud storage services like I switched to use GotBackup. Services already exist. iCloud, Dropbox, Google Drive. If you're an iPhone user, you know about iCloud. Android users, mostly Google Drive. There's also Dropbox. There are just about 18 or so players providing these solutions. In the world, billions of people are already on cloud storage, and many of them are switching to use GotBackup from their traditional provider. I did switch, and I believe at the end of this, I may give you the reasons why it is just a no-brainer to switch to GotBackup. Let's start with the thing that we all think about when we have to switch to a service that is providing something we're already used to. The price, the security. Let's settle that and then we get to the other things GotBackup does that the others do not do. Let's look at the price point. Currently in the cloud storage space, cloud storage is an annual or monthly subscription service, and it happens on the internet. And I listed my competitors here because I want to use them to compare to what GotBackup is giving. Just even on the size of storage you get on annual subscription, and I'll use annual subscriptions because you get better deals on annual subscription for data storage than the monthly subscription. Mostly you get some 2 months off or 3 months discounted, something nice to keep you on the annual subscription. On annual subscriptions, iCloud, Dropbox, Google Drive, they give you a 2 terabyte space. GotBackup on annual subscription, that's a 6 terabyte space. That is 6,000 gigabytes versus 2,000 gigabytes. That's 3 times the space on annual subscription alone. So on the size side, we beat them already on annual subscription. Then we go to the price. The price for 6 terabytes of space, which our competitors give on other packages, for iCloud is about $360 per annum. Dropbox about $660 per annum. Google Drive about $216 per annum for 5 terabytes of space. On the same 6 terabytes of space, GotBackup does $99.97 per annum, approximately $100 per annum for 6 terabytes of space. So it's already 3 times, 6 times, and 2 times cheaper than what iCloud is offering. And it's 6 terabytes of space you can share with 5 other people, So you get 6 accounts on this space. So each person, if you share or decide to purchase and give your brother, your sister, your uncle some of your space, you can give them a terabyte each and you keep 3 terabytes. Each of them will have their username and their password. You don't see anybody's data. So if 6 TB is too much for you, you can actually share the space with 5 other people. GotBackup works on multiple devices. So if you have 2 iPhones, 3 laptops, and 4 tablets, just install it on it and back them all up on that one account and securely secure everything that you have on it. So if anything happens to your device, your data will be safe. Does it work on only one operating system? No. GotBackup, unlike iCloud, unlike Apple, works on multiple operating systems. So if you're an iCloud user, you are an Android user, you are a Windows laptop user, or you're a MacBook user, GotBackup works on your device. And this is just for $100 per annum. Perhaps you may be thinking they have compromised on something. That's why it is that cheap. If you watch the video I played before, they use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as Microsoft. So if you're already using Dropbox, iCloud, Google Drive, and you've not questioned the security of it, you don't have any problem with GotBackup because GotBackup uses the exact same security. It's called the Advanced Encryption Standard, AES 256-bit military-grade encryption. That's the highest level of security you can get for data storage, and GotBackup has the patent for it. Mind you, in the world of encryption, where people's data is being secured using encryption language, encryption is when they scramble an image, a document into alphabets, numbers, and codes so nobody can see it. Nobody has been able to crack a 128-bit encrypted security app or service. Nobody has been able to crack that level of security in the world. GotBackup 2x's it. It gives you 2 times that security. It uses the 256-bit military-grade encryption. And it's called the military-grade encryption because that's the same level of security the US military uses to secure their data. So if you've not queried the cloud service you're using, you don't get to query GotBackup. GotBackup gives you the same security at a more cost-effective price with more flexibility. But there's more. It's PCI compliant. So the way you can use our credit cards to purchase things online and be sure our cards are safe, you have the same level of security when you purchase GotBackup's cloud storage service. It's the only one that gives you a 30-day money-back offer. It says if you use my service for 30 days and you don't like it, you can always ask for a refund. And trust me, many people have moved into GotBackup and have not come back again because of the unique services GotBackup offers besides the cloud storage. For instance, GotBackup has an email marketing system attached to it. This is something that allows you to personalize and automate emails to up to over 20,000 people with a click of a button. If you need to send emails to your customers, to your partners, perhaps you're at school, you send to teachers, you send to the PTA, you send to individual classes, you need to send it in bulk. GotBackup gives you a system that allows you to send that email, personalize it. So each person on that emailing list to receive the emails in their name. You automate it ahead of time. Perhaps you want to send everybody a happy birthday, and today is already just 21st of January. You want to send it on 14th, automate it to 14th January, 7 a.m. The system will do it for you, so you don't have to do it when it's close to time under pressure. This is added to your service at $0 per annum. This doesn't come as an extra cost to you as a user of GotBackup. But there are other advanced plugins GotBackup has. For instance, GotBackup allows you to work online. If you have a document you need to edit live online, GotBackup has plugins that allows you to speech type, allows you to have the AI system read the document back to you, allows you to translate to multiple languages. And these are other things you don't even see on the Word and Microsoft documents. In fact, I've not seen it on Microsoft Word. It makes you efficient. Over the weekend, I had some work to do and I was so lazy to type. And I just had to open the document and just speak to it, and it was just typing. This is just the ease with which GotBackup adds to the service that it gives to you. And if you are too busy to look at a document, just allow the system to read it for you. The system in there will do it for you. If you are a lecturer, you collaborate with people who have to edit documents, GotBackup has a live co-editing feature, which allows you to edit work in real time with anybody anywhere in the world. These are just additional features, and there's even more to it that GotBackup offers that the other competitors do not have. So for $99.97 per annum, you get 6 terabytes of space, multiple devices, multiple operating system. You are not limited by space. You can share the space with 5 other people, have a whole email marketing system attached to it, and it gets even more exciting. Because GotBackup says, you should never ever have to delete your photos and videos ever again. If you had to do that this December just to create more memories, don't do that again. You have so much peace of mind with GotBackup's cloud storage. Back up all of that memories onto the cloud, free your device, and over 98% of the hard work is done for you. You don't need to go organize into months, into years. The system will do it for you. And gradually, just in a little over 2 years, coming April, GotBackup will be 3 years old. GotBackup is taking over the world, one country at a time. It's just about a 2-year, 9-month-old project, and it's currently in 164 countries in the world. The whole world is made up of 195 countries. It's just shy of, I think, 31 countries, and GotBackup will be everywhere in the world. We are painting the globe blue. Country Ghana got onto this project as country number 82. This was barely 3 months after the project was launched, and we'll tell you about the gentleman who got us to see this amazing service and project. He is a professor in 4 universities across the world, 2 in the UK, De Montfort and Warwick University, University of Joburg in South Africa, and University of Ghana Business School, where I had the privilege of meeting him and sitting under his tutelage. And he is into AI, cloud computing, data analytics, machine learning, things related to this space. And he saw this project, took a bold step and opened up not only Ghana, but everybody related to Ghana to it. And I think I appreciate 2 of my leaders on this project who opened country Senegal and country Liberia to this project. Mr. and Mrs. Bercham, congratulations for that. So there are 31 more countries waiting to be opened up to GotBackup, and everybody on this project. I'm speaking to the strategic partners, so I've taken the bold step already. And to you also, who's just hearing it for the first time, to take the bold step and perhaps be the one to open the next country to this. There's a second part of GotBackup service which gets more exciting and sweeter. You know, it takes a visionary person to see where a project is going. And when I got on this project, I've met people of vision, and I met this gentleman about a year and a few months ago, and he is the one who opened Country Liberia to this project. He didn't just join the project on his own, he joined it with his entire family because he saw where this was going. And not only have they opened the country, they are just impacting lives all over the world. And he's going to tell you about the exciting part, the icing on the cake, the cherry on the, I don't know what to call it, the sweetest part of this project. And before he comes in, I'm going to play a short video twice. Kindly pay attention to every single word of it because he's going to explain what this trend is heading to. And At the end of this video, you'll be hearing from Mr. Henry Calvin Birch, who is going to take us through the second part of this project. And I'll say stick and stay, because that's where dreams really turn to reality. Give me a minute to play this video for you.
Welcome to the digital age, where data is the new oil, fueling an unprecedented economic revolution. Every click, every transaction, every piece of data we generate powers the world's economy. Just like oil powered the last century, digital storage will drive the next one. Digital storage isn't just a resource, it's a strategic asset, an economic driver. With data doubling every 2 years, the demand for cloud storage solutions is exploding. Now is your chance to partner with a leader in this space. Imagine aligning with a company that's not just keeping up with the digital storage revolution, but leading it. From innovative cloud storage solutions to cutting-edge data management, GotBackup is at the forefront, ready to scale new heights with partners who share their vision. Partner with us, and together, we'll unlock the potential for growth, innovation, and success. Cloud storage, the new oil of our time. Let's fuel the future together.
Let me play it one more time. I hope it was showing on your end. The Steam's frozen here. Was it showing, please?
Yes, it was.
Let me just play one more time and then we go into it. And it won't play again. Calvin, over to you. Let me just stop sharing my screen.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Great job, Dr. Hansen. Let's get some reactions for her, some love, some hand clap, some whatever it is, just appreciate her. So I think, yeah, thank you, Prince, thank you, Vera, thank you. So I think that was a wonderful presentation done there. And I believe you were educated, you were giving some information that will make a difference. So can I share my screen now?
Yes, you can go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. So just a second, ladies and gentlemen. Screen. Okay. So I will take it from where Dr. Hansen left off, and I want to say good evening to everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. I don't know where you're connecting from. What's your time zone? In West Africa, is evening here. I want to first appreciate the one that two important people that you heard from. You just heard Dr. Dorothy. The first speaker is, we call her Auntie Vera Gabor. She was the one who showed me this opportunity a little over a year ago, and I want to salute you for this, because it wasn't just an opportunity you showed me, but I think is a new future that you gave me and my family. So I don't take this for granted, and I want to say I appreciate you for giving me that invitation. And I saw the other side of it, the bigger picture, and I was presented to this when I saw this project by the same lady who you just heard from, Dr. Hansen. So I want to say big thank you to both of you. All right, let's quickly go into the other part besides the wonderful service which GotBackup offers. In fact, there is no cloud storage deal in the world as we speak that is better than GotBackup deal. Okay, so you are in the right place at the right time. But besides the cloud service, GotBackup offers more. GotBackup offers the future. GotBackup offers security. You can back up your financial security, not just your digital security. GotBackup gives you hope, gives hope to people, okay, because of the opportunity which they have. And what you're looking at right now is the second trend that GotBackup taps into, which we call the strategic partnership. It's a new year. We're just in the first month of the new year. So you will have people coming up with usually New Year resolution. And in most resolutions, we include income, all right? Some new stream of income, some additional income, however you want to call it, whether supplemental, passive, residual, additional, part-time, or side hustle. What I can tell you for sure is that GotBackup gives you a new income stream. Take advantage of it through the strategic partnership of GotBackup. And information you may want to know, which is a fact, is that GotBackup is the only cloud storage that pays you or that pays its subscribers. No other cloud storage in the world share profits with you. They have a simple system which I'll be taking you through very shortly. But let's understand the next slide, which talks about the cloud market value. Okay. If you want to understand where the cloud is going, guys, it's very simple. Just go to Google, type cloud storage. What's the potential? Okay. Google will tell you, or Chat GPT. Just what is the potential of cloud storage? Guys, is the new real estate right now. It is like you have influx of people coming to a small city, and there are not many houses. And you have a few real estate agents or agency that came and then, provided homes. You think the business is going to flourish? Yes, it would. This is the same with the cloud. You have a lot of generation of data. Data have been generated. And what people are looking for? Storage place to keep their storage, warehouse to keep their data. And that is what GotBackup and the others are offering. Now look at the cloud market. From 2022, this is done by Statista. It's a very recognized and well-known. They are well known for their research and whatever they provide, their analysis and everything. In 2022, it wasn't a projection. I mean, in 2022, the value of the cloud market was 90 billion US dollars. In 2022. 4 years ago, $90 billion, bigger than many countries' GDP. Last year, which was 2025, the projected that it was going to be 165 billion US dollars. But guess what? It passed there. It passed 165. This year, the projection is that it's going to cross 200 billion US dollars. You would think that that's so big, that's a big figure. But look at what is going to happen in the next 5 years. Because this year is just starting, let's just count 2026 to the next 5 years. By 2030, the cloud market value is projected to be almost 500 billion US dollars. That's huge. And guys, you want to be a part of this. You know why you want to be a part of this big? Because of this saying. They say a slice of something big is better than a whole of something small. Take example of a grape, a whole grape, right? Just one grape you're giving. And I have a slice of a watermelon. which is bigger, my slice of a watermelon? This is what we're talking about here. You want to be in this space, the cloud market space, okay? And this is where GotBackup is going. All right, so how do you get started with GotBackup on the GotBackup project? Just become a subscriber. All what you heard, the services, the product of GotBackup, incredible. I'm sure some of you already, without hearing any further details, you've decided. That's great. I did too when I heard about, you mean GotBackup is giving 6 terabytes of cloud space, which I can share with 5 others for the price I'm paying for my Google Drive for just 2 terabytes. You got to be kidding me. And that's true. I didn't have to think too much. It was a no-brainer. I switch. Okay. And 6 terabytes is just better than 2 terabytes and all the other things that go with it. Do I still use Google Drive? I still do, but I don't pay for it now because I just send all my stuff up onto the cloud because I have enough space there. So you can get started by getting the family pack. Is the standard pack of package of GotBackup, which you have been told is how much is that? Is $99.97. Call it $100 a year for that whole package plus many other additional features which you may not have heard about. So $100, that's what you need for the GotBackup 6 terabyte of cloud space. Then if you want to take part in the strategic partnership, which I strongly recommend, it's just going to be $20 more. So $120 is an annual subscription for your 6 terabyte plus giving you the opportunity to become a strategic partner of GotBackup. What do you get? We will come to it very soon. Is that okay? So how much do you need to get started? It is clear, $120, which will make you a GotBackup affiliate and give you all the features and services that you heard about. Now, what do you get? This is what you get. You get, remember, GotBackup shares with its affiliates or its strategic partners 75% of its profits. When I heard this, I was blown away. And that is true. And you get 7 commissions, 7 bonuses, options given to you as a strategic partner. 7 of them. I'm going to talk about a couple of them that affect you directly, that requires just your effort. There are others that do not require just your effort, but you benefit from a team effort. Okay, that is from 4 to 7. So I'm going to talk about 1 to 3. Okay. All right. So let's go into that. Now, what is the customer acquisition bonus? It's very simple. Just as the word acquisition, it explains everything. Customer acquisition. Now, whenever GotBackup acquires a customer anywhere in the world, and you happen to be responsible for that subscription, that means the person got signed up onto GotBackup through you, because no one can start or sign up on the GotBackup plan without being referred. That's the system. It's not possible. Okay, so once you refer anyone to GotBackup cloud service and the person gets a family pack, guess what happened? The family pack is $999.97, right? Let's call it $100. GotBackup pays you 50% of that yearly subscription. Now, how much is 50% of $100? It's $50. Do you have limits? What if you get 10 people in one day? GotBackup pays you 50 times 10. That's $500 you will earn that day. Like, seriously? Yes, that's the system. That's what GotBackup compensation plan is. What if you get 5 people, you get half of 500. That's 250. Someone say, what if I get one person a day for 1 month? That's 50 times how much? Times 30. That's $1,500 will be your earning from only customer acquisition bonus. Exciting, isn't it? Incredible. I mean, I was blown away when I heard this. So, and we earn this every time, okay? Guys, there are so many other ways you can put money in your pocket, but trust me, this is one of the best ways because it goes both ways. You are helping someone to discover something and you are putting money in your pocket. You're also putting money in your pocket by you exposing them to this. That's why I'm always saluting Auntie Vera, okay, for showing me this, okay? We've had additional benefit from the last time we saw this, the last year. We have enjoyed so many things, which I can't explain, okay, me and my family. And we'll talk about that very short. So these are benefits you get. You also get 25% on the enterprise solutions. There are people who want more space. So 6 terabyte, the family package is not enough. So you're looking at big institutions, churches, schools, and some other enterprises. They are very big in data generation per day, per week. So 6 terabytes is too small. So the enterprise solutions, it gives you more space, which is 20 terabyte. You will see that. And when you manage, if GotBackup gets someone to sign up on that, you'll get 25% of the cost of the yearly package for that. And then you have the GotBackup Pro commission, which is just incredible. Guys, so there are great ways in which you can earn. I mean, but remember, this is optional. It is not compulsory. GotBackup is into cloud storage. That's their key, that's their core. Besides the other products that they have, the GotBackup, I mean, the other GotBackup has only one product, and that's GotBackup. But global virtual opportunities, the mother of GotBackup, which you heard about earlier, has other services and other products. But GotBackup is about cloud storage, cloud security, cloud securing your digital assets. That's what GotBackup is about. But they also have the affiliate program. Now, why won't you want to be a part of this? GotBackup goal is, let's say the first one. Let's hit 1 million customers in a certain period, all right? Now, like 1 million customer, really? That's too much? You got to be joking. Do you know the customer base of iCloud is about 1 billion users, paid and free users, paid, and all the other products put together. Google is also same, close to about 1 billion. Dropbox is about 700 billion plus subscribers. So GotBackup hitting a first milestone of 1 million, it's not too much. And guess what? That is going to happen sooner than later because people are switching. They're finding out about GotBackup. So we who are the strategic partners have the moral obligation to go out to the world and tell the world about something better, which is GotBackup. And GotBackup will pay us handsomely or beautifully. All right. So let's look at the other commission lines here. So we heard about a customer acquisition bonus, which you have to, it directly affects you because it's the people who GotBackup get signed up through you. Then you have the other one I want to talk about is the cycle match commission. Now, of course, you see tier 1 cycles, tier 2 cycles, generation commissions, the dynamic compression. That's what DC means. You have the rank pool leadership. These are all bonuses or commissions that have to do with a team. Okay, you benefit not only from you, from what you do, but from what other people in your organization do as well. You earn income on them. Can you believe this? But let's focus on just the people you. Now, so the cycle match commission is about the people you brought in. Okay, it affects only that. But you also, it also starts from Sapphire if you are a Sapphire on the project. Now, when you start on a project, if GotBackup acquires one person through you, GotBackup calls you a bronze. Okay, you are considered to be a bronze. If you get two people, you are considered to be a copper. Okay, with some other things, technicality added to that. Then you have silver, which some things will be explained. Then you have gold. At that point, you're building a team. You have to have minimum a team of 25 people. Out of that, 5 of them should come from you. And then have platinum, and you have sapphire, you have emerald, and up to black diamond. But the commission I'm going to talk about, it starts only from a sapphire. So that's why we aspire to go up in rank, because you stand a better chance of earning more. So let me now take you, what do you earn as a sapphire? Now, from a sapphire, GotBackup pays you 25% of whatever the people who you directly brought in to GotBackup, whatever they earn from their cycle commissions, whatever. I mean, you will get to understand this a bit later, but don't worry about so much of the details. Just get the idea, the formula. Okay, just get that. You will know. You will see the potential of this. So, for example, over the year, it took you a year, 2 or 3 or 6 months, whatever time it took you to become a sapphire, that's fine. There's no time limits given to you. So GotBackup, let's take 10 people out of, maybe you brought in 30 people in the last 2 years, maybe, okay? So I'll make some assumptions, and I'll make some, I'll give you the formula with that. So the first assumption is you brought in about 20 people. I will take 10 of them because it's good for my calculation, makes my calculation easy. So GotBackup says, and of whatever the people you brought in. So I take 10. Let's say those 10 people are earning $1,000 a month from their cycle commission put together, whatever they earn in a month. Now, if it's 1,000 from each person, 25% of 1,000 is how much? 250. Multiply by 10. That's $2,500. That would be your earning for that month for cycle match bonus. Like, why 1,000? It could be less. What if it's 500? That is half of $2,500. Now, it could be more also. Okay, it may just be, remember, this is just 2.5 months, less than 3 years old. There are people that are earning 4 digits and some even 5 digits. Now, 4 digits, I mean, it starts from 1,000, right? There are people earning 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 8,000, 8,000, 9,000, and you will see some random snippet of commission. I'll show it quickly to you, okay? So there are, it can grow into unbelievable income. Now, what if there were 50 people? Remember, I only talk about 10. What if you had 50 people and you are getting cycle match on each of them? Even if they were earning $100 a month, 25% of 100 is 25. Multiply that by 50. Multiply that by 60. Multiply that by 70. Okay? Remember, you are affecting and impacting the world. You don't just want to bring 2 people, 3 people, and you be done with it. You have more than that. Your connection is wide and far. So use it. Impact the world. Get people will thank you for showing them this. Okay. So if you are an emerald, it's 50%. So if 25% give you that much, you can imagine what 50% will give you. 50% of 1,000 is 500. 500 times 10 is 5,000. People on this call, tell me, maybe there may be a couple, just a few, but tell me, when was the last time we earned $5,000 in a month? When? Tell me. For some on this call is your whole year salary. In GotBackup, that is possible in a month. All right. In whatever some of us are doing as a job, you can work the hardest. You will not make even half of $5,000 in a month. In this space we're talking about, that is very possible to make an even more. Now, if you were a Ruby, you will be making 50% as well, but look at the mash cap is much bigger. If you are a diamond, any of the diamonds, look at that. All of the diamonds make 100% of what the people you bring in, whatever they make, as cycle commissions. Remember, cycle commissions. Okay, so if your cycle commission is 5,000, you as a diamond, you will make 5,000 on each of them. If some are 2,000, some are 3,000, some are 200. Now you can just do the calculation. I'm only giving a one figure because I want to make my calculation easy. But this is the potential of this thing, guys. And this is just starting. Imagine when GotBackup hit 500. At the moment, GotBackup is under 100,000 subscribers in the world, the whole world. Africa under 5,000. I think under about 3,000 or so. So imagine when those numbers go up, what could be people's earning? Already, you will see some earning we are talking about. I'll show you that very shortly. The potential of this is just unbelievable. Okay, you can make $100,000, $150,000 in a month, or in 6 months, or in a year. It is possible in GotBackup. As time goes on, as time goes by, all right, and the market is built. So so these are the family package, the enterprise solution. Then you have the GotBackup Pro is the recommendation. The one who invited you, please ask them about GotBackup Pro. Say, what can I do? I heard GotBackup Pro is the best way to get started in GotBackup. How is it? Tell me, give me details about it. I don't want to spend too much time on that. But it is unbelievable tool that you will want to have on this project. You want to get started with GotBackup Pro, okay? And the beauty about it is when you put all of what GotBackup Pro gives you, okay, what is the VDuber, which is a video streaming service just like YouTube, but this is without adverts, or is testimonial generator, which gives you formal, decent testimony if you are into service business or you are into anything that requires, where people can give you some recommendation. You want to have testimonial generator. You are able to do it formally and beautifully. Or is the memory place, where if you are into events, whether it's a birthday party, a wedding, a funeral, what's the other one? What's the thing they call home calling, whatever it is, where you have a lot of people gathering. People nowadays take pictures. Homecoming, right? So people nowadays, everywhere you go, different events, they take pictures. You just, Memory Place can organize all those pictures for you in one place and share it with the rest of the people. So it's just incredible. The total cost of this should be almost $2,000 in value. But guess what? You get this if you get sign up and upgrade to it. You know how much you will be paying? You know how much GotBackup gave it to the public for? $500. $500. GotBackup brought it down to from 2000. But when the CEO visited us not long ago, he gave a waiver. So anyone who gets started and upgrade to GotBackup Pro, you know how much they will pay? $0. Zero. Yes, you heard me right. $0. That's how much you're going to pay to get upgraded to GotBackup Pro. The only thing you will have to pay for is your yearly subscription for GotBackup Pro is $200 a year. For just the family pack, remember, is $120, but the GotBackup Pro is $200. So the difference is how much? It's $80. So you get all of what we talk about plus more. We don't have time to go through all of that, but speak with the one who invited you to give. Maybe he can direct you to someone who can give you details about GotBackup Pro. These are things you benefit from. You got personalized link, which you can use for all your referrals in Ghana, out of Africa, and in any part of the world. And once they get signed up, they get registered or get subscribed on GotBackup package, any of the packages, through your link, GotBackup pays you anywhere in the world. Okay, so that link is important. Once you get signed up, you get started, ask for it. All right. You have a personalized landing page or you have a virtual office. You can take advantage of the email marketing system, specialized tools. We also have regular presentations is there for you, like this one. So you don't need to worry about it and say, how do I tell people I cannot? You have a system like this to do that. Okay, plus the personalized or personal development is just unbelievable. So guys, this is a service everybody needs, and it's a project anyone can afford. How much does it cost? Just $120 for your subscription. And it gives you the opportunity to become a strategic partner. That is it. So I think, and why would you be needing something like this, guys? Because of this. Life is full of uncertainties. If you have just one stream of income right now, you are in a risky place. Okay. You want to get into something like this, especially because this is where the world is going. Illness could come, pension. I mean, I've seen a lot of miserable pensioners. You don't want to be one of them. Okay, situations can affect us and can affect our income. So you want something like this that can hedge, when you have a situation. When should you get started? Now, yesterday was the best time, but the next best time is right now, not later. So I want to say, okay, this event, we had a very big event. The CEO and his wife were in town somewhere 2 months ago, and the lunch Ghana very big, and we had an incredible event. Over 800 people in the biggest hall at the Mensvik Hotel. There was no space; people were turned away. All right, but it was a great time. So thank you very much. Speak to the person who invited. I promise you something. I think